Part 1. 9 hikers. 1 mountain. No answers. The Dyatlov Pass incident. USSR, 1959. Northern Ural Mountains. Soviet Union. February, 1959. 9 experienced hikers set out on a winter expedition. They were students, athletes, trained for the cold. They never came back. What investigators found weeks later has never been fully explained. Not in 1959. Not today. On January 23, 1959, a group of 10 young hikers departed from the city of Ivdel in the Ural region of the Soviet Union. Their destination? Mount Atortin, a remote and unforgiving peak deep in the northern Urals. The expedition was led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student from the Ural Polytechnical Institute. Disciplined, experienced, respected by his peers, he had done this before. They all had. One member turned back after several days due to illness. The remaining 9 pressed on. They were expected to send a telegram upon return, no later than February 12th. No telegram arrived. No word. Nothing. When the sports club hadn't heard from the group by February 20th, a search party set out into the mountains. What they found would take months to fully piece together, and decades to begin to understand. On February 26th, searchers discovered the group's abandoned tent, cut open from the inside. Around it, a trail of footprints, some from socked feet, some from a single shoe, some completely bare, all leading toward the tree line nearby. The temperature that night had dropped to -40°C. The first 2 bodies were recovered at the edge of the forest, shoeless, wearing only underwear. Their expressions, investigators later noted, were frozen in what appeared to be panic. Over the following weeks, all 9 bodies were recovered, scattered across the snow, in various states of dress, with injuries no one could readily explain. Part 2. The evidence, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. The medical examination produced findings that left investigators at a loss. 6 of the 9 had died from hypothermia, but 3 others had sustained severe injuries to the thorax or skull, trauma comparable to the force of a high-speed collision. 2 were found missing their eyes. 1 was missing her tongue. No external wounds, no signs of struggle, no foreign footprints anywhere near the camp. Whatever happened, it happened fast. Fast enough that 9 trained hikers abandoned their shelter, their warm clothing, and ran. Then came a detail the Soviet state did not rush to publicize. The clothing of 2 of the hikers contained traces of radiation. The official Soviet investigation concluded the group had perished due to a compelling natural force. The case was closed in May 1959. No further explanation was offered. What was hidden? For 30 years, that was the end of the story. Then, in 1990, something changed. The original lead investigator, Lev Ivanov, admitted publicly that he had been ordered to close the case and classify the findings. He stated that he personally believed the glowing spheres witnessed in the sky that night were connected to the deaths. He had kept that belief to himself for 3 decades, on orders. Separately, a group of hikers camped 50 kilometers away reported witnessing strange orange orbs moving through the sky on the same night the Dyatlov group died. After the fall of the Soviet Union, the Russian government released portions of the investigation. But parts of the case files were found to be missing. Not misplaced, missing. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the case. Within a short time, they closed it again. No new conclusions were made public. 9 people walked into the northern Ural Mountains on a January morning in 1959. They were experienced, prepared, careful. Something in that darkness made them cut through their own tent with a knife and run, barefoot, half-dressed, into a -40° night. The Soviet state classified what little they found, sealed it, lost parts of it. 65 years later, the dossier remains open. The answers do not exist, or they were never meant to be found. This was the Crimson Dossier. The file is open. The case is not closed. New episodes every week. Subscribe and follow the evidence.